Hello students. Today we are going to understand Geographic Grid Latitudes and Longitudes Standard 9 Chapter 2. So we'll focus on the concepts of latitudes and longitudes. Depending on the latitudes, we'll be understanding the total number of latitudes, important parallels of latitudes, heat zones, its characteristics and uses. Similarly, we'll focus on concept of longitudes, the total number of longitudes, prime meridian, international date line, western hemisphere, eastern hemisphere, geographic grid, and what is its importance. In the previous chapter, Earth as a planet, we focused about understanding how Earth is a unique planet. Here we'll try to understand that the Earth, depending on the shape and size, it's third in order from the Sun. As far as mass and size is concerned, it's fifth in number or position. The formation of Earth was somewhere 4.5 billion years ago. Coming towards the size and the surface of the Earth, for any particular person to find out the location of a place, it is very important to have some coordinates. And these coordinates help us with the help of imaginary lines. Imaginary lines are nothing but your latitudes and longitudes. We have studied about latitudes and longitudes in lower classes as well. But today we are going to understand them in much detailed manner. You have seen a globe in lower classes, and the globe has maximum features which is the replica of the Earth's surface. So it will show you the presence of continents and oceans, its accurate shape, but it has another important thing on it, that is your latitudes and longitudes, which are the imaginary lines. This line is your equator. All the lines above that which are horizontal in nature are your latitudes, which are having 1 to 90 degrees above equator, and below equator 1 to 90 degrees latitudes. So altogether we have 181 latitudes. Coming towards the actual definition, latitudes are imaginary lines joining places having same latitudinal value towards the north and south of equator, and this is the angular distance from the center of the Earth. Each latitude is given a value, and this value is something like this. Equator is given 0 degrees, and above equator you have at the interval of 1 degree up to 90 degrees we have 90 latitudes, and below equator you have 1 degree up to 90 degrees 90 latitudes. So altogether we have 181 latitudes, including equator, 90 degrees latitudes in the north and 90 degrees latitudes in the south. All these latitudes are mostly circles, but the shape of the circle decreases as we are moving towards the poles. So these circles are parallels to each other latitudes. Therefore, they are also known as parallels of latitude. This is how the latitudes are drawn. So you have a diagram, you can see the latitudes are drawn from the center of the Earth. So here diagram shows you the latitude at 10 degrees interval. But there are latitudes after every 1 degree. This is a simpler diagram of lines of latitudes. So lines of latitude, if you check the equator, this is the greater circle or biggest circle, which is also considered the circumference of the Earth. This is 0 degrees and it is the great circle. As you are moving towards the north polar region, or as you are moving towards the south polar region, the size of the latitudes will go on decreasing because the shape of the Earth is spherical in nature. And when we consider North Pole and South Pole, that is your 90 degree north and 90 degree south are just dots as latitudes. Each latitudinal value in the north is given suffixed with 1 degree north latitude, similarly up to 90 degree north, and the same thing is understood with the southern hemisphere. Now, coming towards the important parallels of latitudes. We have altogether 7 important locations as important parallels of latitude: North Pole and South Pole. North Pole at 90 degree north, South Pole at 90 degrees south. We have Arctic Circle at 66.5 degrees north and Antarctic Circle at 66.5 degrees south. Tropic of Cancer at 23.5 degrees north and Tropic of Capricorn at 23.5 degrees south. One important latitude is your equator, which is at the 0 degree, which is the Great Circle. Now, equator, which is a great circle, is dividing the earth into two hemispheres, northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere. This equator, the total distance or the circumference is 40,075 kilometers. Now we are going to take this circumference and divide it by 360 because the degree of a circle is 360. In order to get an answer, what is the distance of 1 degree? And we get an answer 111 kilometer. Now why are we doing this? We are doing this because we need to understand how we can use the latitudinal distance to find out the absolute location of a place north or south of equator. Imagine you have a place 19 degrees north of equator. Mumbai is located 19 degrees north. So we multiply 19 into 111 and we get an answer 2109 kilometer. So absolute location of Mumbai from equator is 2109 kilometer. Similarly, Delhi is 30 degrees north. So it is 3330 kilometer from equator. So this gives you an absolute location. Latitudes also help us to understand the heat zones. Heat zones, we studied heat zones about few years ago in standard 7 and in standard 5 as well, wherein the heat zones are the result of intensity of heat falling on the earth's surface. So because the shape of the earth is spherical in nature, the intensity of heat hitting the central portion within the tropics gives the intensity of heat more. So you have the formation of hot zone or torrid zone. This lies between Tropic of Cancer and Capricorn, which is at 23.5 degree north and south respectively. Then if you check, places beyond tropics are having a curvature. Because of the curvature, the intensity of heat reduces as it spreads the heat, so the temperature becomes neither too hot nor too cold. So this region experiences a cooler type of climatic condition. It lies between 23.5 degree north to 66.5 degree north, which means is your north temperate zone, and south temperate zone lies between 23.5 degree south to 66.5 degree south. Then we have the frigid zone. If you check the intensity of heat lying there, the flattening of the poles receives much slender rays and the spreading of heat is more. So the intensity of heat becomes much lesser. So both these zones, in the north frigid zone and the south frigid zone, the temperatures are more freezing and it is the frozen state. The extension is 66.5 degree north to 90 degree north is your north frigid zone, and the south frigid zone lies between 66.5 degree to 90 degree south latitude. Coming towards the lines of longitude. Lines of longitude are the imaginary lines running from North Pole to South Pole. This is an important meridian of longitude, which is the prime meridian. Exactly opposite to this is your ideal, that is your international date line. The value is 180 degrees east and west. So all the values lying towards the east of prime meridian are suffixed with E, and all the longitudes which are lying towards the west are suffixed with W. Imaginary lines joining places having longitudinal value towards east and west of prime meridian. Prime meridian is given a value 0. This particular value crosses a place Greenwich near London. Total number of longitudes present are 360, that includes your prime meridian, and 180 degree east and west is a single longitude which is exactly opposite to the prime meridian. We have 1 to 179 east plus 1 to 179 west, which makes up 358. So we have altogether 360 longitudes. The longitudes are also known as meridians of longitude because the word meridian is derived from the Latin word meridium, which means noon. So as the sun is moving from one longitude to another, On that longitude, when the sun is present, that whole longitude will experience noon time. Longitudes basically are semicircles and they are also known as arcs. Another important thing to understand about longitude is that every two opposite longitude makes up one great circle. For example, 0 and 180 makes up one great circle, 1 degree and 179 makes up another great circle, 2 degrees and the opposite longitude makes up another great circle. So exactly two opposite longitude makes up one great circle. The distance between two longitude is maximum at the poles, that is 111 kilometer. But as you are moving towards the polar regions, the distance between two longitudes will go on reducing as the shape of the earth is circular or spherical and all the longitudes are converging at poles. This is how the longitudes are drawn from the center. You can see the diagram. The distance between the longitudes here maintained is 10 degrees, but at every 1 degree longitude makes up 360 degree longitudes. As I was just mentioning about two opposite longitudes, that is your prime meridian and international date line, makes up one great circle. This one great circle is dividing the earth into eastern hemisphere and western hemisphere. Coming towards the difference between latitudes and longitudes. Now what is a latitude? A latitude is the angular distance of a place north and south of equator. Longitude is the angular distance of a place east or west of prime meridian. These lines of latitudes are parallel to the equator, therefore they are also known as parallels of latitude. All the meridians are converging at poles, they are semicircles. Each parallel of latitude is a full circle, but they differ in size. As they move towards pole, they go reducing in size and at poles they become just points. Individually, each longitude is a semicircle and they are of equal length. Each latitude has a particular value. Equator has 0 degree, towards north it is 1 to 90 degrees north, towards south it is 1 to 90 degrees south. Similarly, longitudes are also given a value, right from prime meridian as 0 degrees, towards east 179 and towards west 179, east and west respectively. The distance between latitudes remains the same, that is 111 kilometer, but with respect to longitudes, the distance between longitudes at the equator is 111, but as you are moving towards the poles, it will go on reducing. The lines of latitudes help us to understand the distance, that is the absolute distance from equator, north and south of equator. It helps us to understand the formation of heat zones and its importance. And the lines of longitude makes us understand the time difference from one longitude to another. This is the geographic grid network. Now the geographic grid network is the mounting of latitudes and longitudes together. When we are talking about only latitudes, we are not giving a specific location of a particular place. But with the coordination of longitudes, you can arrive at a specific location. So let us understand with the next slide. So, if you want to understand the specific location of Washington DC, it is located at 39 degrees north latitude and 77 degrees west longitude. So with this we come to know that Washington DC is located in the northern hemisphere and western hemisphere. Similarly, you get to know any particular place location, whether it is in the northern hemisphere, southern hemisphere, eastern hemisphere and western hemisphere with the help of coordinates, that is your latitudes and longitudes. Okay. So in today's class we understood the meaning of the terms latitudes and longitudes, its characteristics, uses, importance. We spoke about the important parallels of latitudes, how they demarcate the heat zones, what is the importance of heat zones. Then we spoke about the geographic grid network and how it helps to locate a particular place. This was about the first part of the explanation of this chapter. In the next class, we'll try to understand longitude and time. We'll speak about local time and standard time. We'll speak about small circles and great circles. Thank you.